This
Can you see the
conference will
screen?
now be recorded.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
Okay. So yesterday we completed the bootstrap, some introduction about theoretical part and how to use the bootstrap. Okay, and some of the classes like tag selectors, like a H1 anchor, paragraph, and other text related elements. Okay, so these are all elements will apply some CSS from the bootstrap. By default we'll use the any HTML tag. Okay, and most of like around the 99% tags they used in the bootstrap style sheet and applied some basic styles. Okay, for example, text based, font size, text color, okay, and space. These are all they applied some basic styling. Apart from if you want any some custom, you have to write your own style. You can create one custom style sheet and you can write your own CSS for the text purpose and images purpose, layout purpose. Okay, Bootstrap is a completely one framework. So you can use that framework. Okay, using this framework, you can apply the CSS and JavaScript styling and functionality. Out of that, if you want any specific requirement, any customization, we need to write our own CSS, because you can see that any website it will have some different look and feel and layout structure. Okay, somebody will put the navigation bar on top, somebody will put on the right side or left side. Okay, and somebody will put the navbar inside that. Okay, some other layouts at the top of the screen they will put navbar, and below there some header part like a company name, other information. Okay, so each and every website is different look and feel and different layouts. Okay, so for that kind of specific requirement we need to write our own CSS. You can apply. Here mainly we're going to save time and we're using the bootstrap framework. Up to 60-70% you will get all the code and CSS and JavaScript related without writing any single line. You can just copy the like component wise, as I said yesterday, like navbar. Okay, all this text related, image related, you can just copy the example code, okay, and paste in your document. You can change the content, okay, and you can apply your own CSS for customization. Okay, so yesterday class, there any doubt, Purva?
No.
Okay. Okay. So yesterday I copied from the bootstrap, right, this navigation, and I just said change the text like a company, home, about us, like services, like this. Okay, like this you can update content with the bootstrap for dummy content, and you can apply your own CSS also. Okay, so by default the response also will work. That is main advantage using the bootstrap. No need to write any single line of CSS. Okay, so yesterday I show you, right? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Let me check this. Yes. Yes, see. You can check this Galaxy S5 so that it is 100%. It's mobile responsive. Okay, so the complete look and feel will change for the mobile, tablet, desktop, any. So here we can target specific device also. As per Bootstrap, we have 4 classes. Okay, this is the if you didn't say anything about here, it is navbar expand SM. If you say navbar expand SM means so until SM device, so navbar will place same like left side brand name and navigation part with the drop down, okay, and right side search box, search button up to SM device. So SM device means here the tablet, up to tablet. Okay, so like this we can target any specific device. Like 4 classes we have, like 4 classes means 4 devices we are going to target. Expand SM expand MG, expand LG, expand XL. So XL is an extra large device, like that is a high definition devices, like high resolutions. Okay, like that you can target 4 devices using the 4 classes. Okay, now it is the bootstrap. Let me collapse this. Okay, I will remove it. Okay, so here uh, the first class. Okay, the nav tag is there. Okay, this tag we used already in our HTML page. Okay, do you know, right, that nav tag? Instead of using the div, we are using the HTML5 nav tag, because the nav is the meaningful tag in HTML5. Meaningful, or you can say semantic tag also. Okay, so using the nav tag, class is called navbar expand sm, and navbar light, bg light. So in one tag, in navigation tag, they are applied 4 classes like this for different kind of look and feel, and for the responsive, and for the layout also. Okay, so like this 4 classes applied. The base class is navbar. The expand sm is we are going to target a specific device from the bootstrap, and navbar light and the bg light is for the text related and background related. Okay, so by default this is our navigation look and feel. Suppose if you want to apply some dark background color on the dark background color, the text color should be light color or white color. Okay, here we have some classes here. So instead of saying bg light, you can say some other color, like suppose you can say dark also, bg dark. See, once you apply the bg dark, so that is the output. So background color is dark and text color is black still. So here you can say navbar some other color. You can say, for example, here navbar dark. You can say navbar dark and bg dark. See, once you apply the navbar dark, the text color and brand name, the company colors is changed. So before how it is like some dark color. Okay, when you change your background color, you have to change the navbar color also. Okay, so that you can see the content. Okay, so like company name, home, about, and services. So by changing 2 classes, navbar dark and basic dark, the total look and feel was changed in the Bootstrap. Like this, we have a couple of classes. You can change any type. Here we have total eight different background color. The same way, 8 different colors, so like for the text and the navbar also. So here, if you type here, suppose let me check here, navbar bg. So let me say, 1 second. Okay. One second, Apurva.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, Apurva.
Yes,
Hello.
I'm here. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, Apurva, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Just Ananda is text me today, not join tomorrow. I'm coming.
Yeah, she's busy today.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So here we can apply 8 different background classes. Now our like busy light, busy dark. Okay, like a busy secondary, busy success, and you can apply the transparent also. Suppose if you don't want any background color, you can apply the busy transparent class also. Okay, here they listed out, see the secondary success transparent warning white background color, warning is some other like some orange color will be there, and transparent without any background color, and success is like some blue color theme, and secondary is some other like some mixed color. Okay, let me apply the secondary color here, busy secondary class. So this is our the busy the light some gray part. Okay, like here suppose if you say busy info also on classes, like this is a busy info background color, some like cool color. Okay, so like this we have 8 different color combination in the bootstrap. Just you have to apply the class. Okay, you will get different backgrounds and different navigation text and hyperlinks. Okay, so this is about the text links, and this is about the background color, and this is about the device navbar expand up to SM, and this is a base class for creating your navigation. Okay, so in the nav tag, apply the 4 classes, different classes: navbar, navbar expand, navbar dark, and basic. Because in the bootstrap, for the different requirement, look and feel, and for the responsive and for the functionality, we are going to apply multiple classes in one tag. Okay, don't confuse it here. So we are going to apply multiple classes in one tag. Okay, and when it comes to the anchor navbar brand. So here navbar brand nothing but your company name or company logo. You can place using the img tag, you can place the logo, or you can say just the text format plus some abc company like this, some abc company or xyz company, you can say the text format like this. You can update anytime. Suppose if you have a logo like image format, you can add it here just inside the anchor tag. Okay, you can remove the text, you can place the image. Okay, so the navbar brand is placing of your logo or company name on the left side on all the devices. Okay, so that is the class for your company name. So the navbar brand is your brand class. Whatever the text format or image format, the css will apply for your logo, for your company name. Okay, that is our the first slide after using the nav tag, because that is common for all devices. The navigation will be displayed in different ways, but the company name or logo is common for all the device. It should be on the left side on top. Okay, and this is for responsive purpose, the button here, responsive button. Okay, so here button class navbar-toggler type button data toggle collapse. Okay, and toggle collapse within the container it should display. Okay, so this is actually the responsive button. In the screen I cannot see any button, left side or right side. There is no any button. where we can see this button on the mobile device. So this is the button. Can you see this, Apurva? The three
Yeah.
lines button. Okay, that is
Yeah.
the responsive navigation button. Okay, suppose if you remove this button, you cannot see this. I put in the comment the button section. See, there is no button, so you can't access the website. You can't navigate the website. Okay, so for the navigation, for the responsive for the mobile device, okay, we are using that button and some CSS for that, some functionality like here on clicking, the navigation is collapsing. Okay, and for the drop down also it collapsing. And if I click again on the button, it will close that. So these are all functionality coming from the Bootstrap JS. This one, the Bootstrap JS, the functionality. Okay, that collapse and closing and navigation opening. Okay, everything, all the functionality come by default from the Bootstrap JS. And the look and feel, the button look and feel placement. Okay, that is from the Bootstrap CSS. Okay, the button navbar-toggler, and type button. Okay, so this actually it is in the HTML5, the button tag, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like this, these are all like ready-made code with HTML and content in the CSS and JavaScript. Here mainly we are going to use some piece of code from the Bootstrap, who can use it and who can customize. So main thing here, how to customize as per our requirement. So here the mainly no need to learn about any technology like about HTML, about CSS, about JavaScript. Okay, but here how to customize the Bootstrap framework. Okay, what are the classes is there? What are the functionality from the JavaScript? Okay, so here you have the lot of tags and a lot of classes every line. Okay, so these are all for different requirement. Some of the classes for responsive, some of the classes for the layout. Okay, some of the classes for text styling. Okay, and image styling. Okay, so these are all classes just we are applying for the text layouts and all. So only thing we need to understand what is this class, what is applying, and how it can customize. So that we have to learn. Okay, so is it clear? Any doubt in this, Apurva?
No.
Okay, so in the responsive button, that is for only for the responsive for the mobile device. Okay, and here they started the actual the navigation. Actual navigation is started from the home home link from here. Home, about, services, drop down, and some products. It is disabled. Okay, you can activate it. Okay, and such text box and such button. Okay, so the actual navigation was started from the div tab. Div class collapse, navbar collapse, navbar support ID content. Okay, so that is ID we're going to use for the some functionality purpose. Okay, it is coming from the JavaScript, that ID. Okay, and this is our navigation CSS. Collapse, navbar collapse. Okay, and here the UL class navbar nav and margin auto. So navbar nav is the base class for the navigation, and the MR auto means here the MR nothing but like margin. So when you apply the margin auto, so basically this will be on the left side, the brand name and home, about, services, navigation on the left side, and the text box and the search button is on the right side. Okay, let me change this class. Okay, just remove this class. See, so now it is the entire thing, like the brand name, navigation, and search box, search button, everything is on left side. Just removing one class. Okay, so this kind of requirement, if you have, no need to use margin auto. Okay, suppose if you want the layout, left side the brand name, navigation, and the right side some other, not only any not only search box, search button, any other. For example, you can give the login, registration, some user information, or you can use some other like the social network icons on the right side, on the extreme right side. Okay, you can apply the margin zero margin auto class. Yeah. Like, okay, so like this, you have different classes for the different kind of layouts. Just we can apply the bootstrap classes. That is all. Sorry. So here mainly, so how to customize with my CSS. So here in the top of the screen, I have linked the bootstrap CSS. Okay, and now I'm going to create one style sheet for the customization purpose. So here from the bootstrap we have 8 different color themes. Out of this I need some other color, just like suppose if you want to use your brand color. Your brand means your company logo or something. Okay, that is your brand color. Okay, so like some other gradient color, or you can use the background image. Okay, or any other patterns like lines, dots, some strips like this. Okay, so you want to do the customization, you can create one custom style sheet. Let me create one style sheet here. Where it is the bootstrap CSS file. Here I will say some, I can say directly custom.css. Custom.css. Okay, let me link the custom.css. Related to style sheet. Okay, and href css folder custom.css. Right. Okay, the style sheet was linked in my header, HTML header. Now I'm going to write some CSS for customizing our navigation. Okay. Sorry. So let me create one class for the background color. Okay, let's say here my busy, that is my class. So here let me apply some background color. Okay, suppose you can say some dark color something. Okay, so this class I'm going to apply on the busy section. After busy info, we can apply my busy color. Okay, let me check this one. It's not applied because you have applied the bootstrap class, the busy class. Okay, so it will take first priority, the busy info. Let me remove this busy info class. See, so now it is applied. So this is my custom background applying by busy class. Okay, the same way you can apply any other backgrounds. Just you have to apply the class, and you can remove the busy related classes from your navigation bar. Okay, And let me change some other, like for example, if you want to apply some background uh, gradient, for example, here, no, background gradient. Here I can say linear gradient. Let's say here background linear, some color, linear gradient. Okay, let's say light blue. Okay, and let's say some other colors. Mm, some gray color, something else. Okay, so this is the gradient, light blue one color and gray colors. So two colors I used. Let me put the background color on the comments. See, nowadays the look and feel was changed completely with light gradient colors. Okay, so like this you can create one custom style sheet. You can write to CSS, you can apply. Okay, that should be in the relevant place. Okay, that BG class should be applied on the nav tag only, not anchor, not button, not this navigation section. Okay, so the nav is the main parent element to all your navigation brand, navigation drop down, navigation, and right side information, everything. Okay, so we are going to change the entire navigation background. So the nav tag is the main parent element. The background colors is coming from the nav tag, so that we need to apply the basic clause on the nav tag. Okay, that is also important. Once we created the class, where should I apply the class? Okay, in nav tag or anchor tag or button tag. Background means I have to apply the nav section. Okay, for the text on the nav brand, I have to write, I have to apply in the nav or brand section. Okay, for the responsive purpose, I have to apply on the button class, button tag for making any changes, like changes color. Okay, applying some size anything. You can apply the class in the responsive button section. It will apply. Okay, so like this, you can create class name and we can apply on your navigation section. Like this, you can switch into any time. Just you can put in this comment the gradient and you can open the background color which are given the tomato, like it's the same. Okay,
Yeah.
so is it is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so here when you changing our background color, some of the text it's not readable 100%. Okay, like the navigation, the drop down I can see because that is white background and black color text. Okay, and the right side the text box also you can see, and the button I cannot see. On mouse over only I can see the background color dark, text color white, and but not the direct visual direct I cannot see the button. Okay, so for the buttons also we have different classes. So by default they given some dark outline dark color. Let me go to the button here. Where it is? Yeah, here. This is the button. The button BTM is the base class and the button outline success. Okay, so outline success means with the green outline, some shades will apply. Okay, on mouse over, some background color is applied. Okay, at the same time, the text color also change. That is your button outline success. Okay, so this is like a spacing purpose, the margin and some device requirement. Okay, so let me change here. Instead of success, I'm going to say info. So buttons also we have different theme of buttons. different colors like primary, warning, info, outline, like so info is applied, but the outline, let me change other thing. Like you can say outline primary, button outline primary, button style. So now the classes are applying, still I cannot see mm, the button. Somehow it is not readable. Okay, so let me remove this outline. So there is no outline means the background color will fill on your button. See, now we can see that button with the background color, that is the primary class. No outline. Okay. And when you have any background color, above the background color you cannot see any outline content, so it will not visible correctly. Okay, so any dark background color you can apply the background color button. Okay, and on mouse also it's changing something like a dark background or something. The same way you can apply any other class also. Here the primary. Okay, as I said before, uh, info is also one class like this, info style. Okay, and I have around total 8 classes for the button with different color themes. Okay, so here let me check primary. Okay, button primary, that is our primary color. Okay, so like this you can apply different button styling using the ready-made bootstrap styles. Okay, and here suppose you want to place image on the brand, and you can remove this. There it is. This is my brand name, the company name, or you can place image also here. Okay, and here suppose if you want to change the color or increasing size, applying so many custom font like styling font, as I said in the CSS3. Okay, you can change here, you can write some CSS in your style sheet, and let's say here uh, my header or something, my brand, like this. Here let me increase the font size. For example, I'm going to say 30 pixels. After navbar brand, you can apply my brand class. Supply. Okay, the same time if you check when I increase the font size, the text, the brand name text size is increased. At the same time, the navigation size also increase, like vertical and in like height wise, because when you increase the font size, the text height will be increased. Okay, at the same time, the the navigation height also should be increased, otherwise the layout will be messed up. The text brand name is will come outside the navigation, and the navigation will be fixed the same size. Okay, so that is one more advantage using any framework like a bootstrap or any other CSS framework. Once you do any changes with your custom style set, and this navbar brand class also should be, because in the my brand I applied only the font size, just increasing font size. I didn't write any other CSS related to navbar brand, like placing on left side. Okay, on the responsive section I didn't write anything, so I had to use the navbar brand class also. Suppose if you didn't apply the navbar brand, let me check how it will display. So now how it is. Okay, the placement is left side, but what is the color? The default bootstrap hyperlink style. See, on mouse over hyperlink and changing some other blue color like this. So that is the default bootstrap anchor CSS. Once you apply the navbar brand, here they applied some spacing purpose, padding, margins, and text color white, and some font. They applied on the navbar brand. Okay, so like this you can customize. And how you do this for the navbar brand, and here on the text box, the button text box, and the same way you can customize your navigation also. Okay, the first one is in full white color, and other like about services is somewhat light color. Okay, why? Because here home is our present page. So present means you can highlight nothing but you can active the home button. So if you see the home link, you can find the active class here. Yes, in the list item class, nav item, active class. Okay, so that means we are on the home page now. Okay, let me check this one. I remove the active class. See, now what I like a normal link home about services. Okay, so when you want to say I'm in the current page, you can apply the active clause. If you are in the home, you can apply the active clause. If you are on the about us, you can say active clause in the navigation, li after nav item. Okay, and you can bring it. Okay, for the current page, you can apply the active class. So that means when you apply the active class, it will highlight with some other text color or some background colors. Okay, based on your main navigation part. Okay, so let me check the response to how it is displayed. Yeah, also it's good, no problem. 10% is company name and collapsing. Okay, all the background, my busy background color is applied on the mobile screen also. Like this. Totally it's look like a mobile application. Let me check on the iPad. Yeah, iPad is showing displaying somewhat, but let me check this class navbar expand SM. Yeah, now it is the response button in the iPad also, because our iPad resolution is 768 up to 1024. That is for media query. And what I said here, the navbar expand SM. So navbar expand SM means up to SM, like SM means tablet or iPad. Okay, so that is our media query, and up to this iPad, navbar expand SM, the same look and feel. Again, apply the navbar expand class SM. Let me refresh. So that means up to the navbar is expanded from the left side to right side. Once there is no SM class, so it will work by default responsive. Okay, so here we can use the containers also. We have the two containers. Sorry. So now it is full screen navigation. If you see any size of device, let me check here. See, if you see any screen, sorry. Okay, so this is like a full width, 100% of width on any screen. Okay, but as I said before, like the responsive section and HTML page creation, we have the two kind of containers. One is the 100% container, and second one is fixed container. You can give any some fixed value like 1000 pixel or 1200 pixel and make it center. Okay, that is one fixed container, and another one is 100% container. 100% means it is a full width of your device. Okay, the fixed container. Suppose if you say 1000 pixel your container width. Okay, the rest of space will share on the left side 50%, on the right side 50%, and the container will place in the center. Okay, so like this, two kind of layouts. When you want change the layout from container fixed container to full screen container, from full screen container to fixed container, just changing by one class. The container class we can change anytime. You can change the look and feel, total look and feel of your website. Okay, so here we have the two containers, the container and fluid container. Okay, let me apply the container class here. So here I'm going to use div class container, that is our fixed container. Okay, I created one container. So now my navigation is inside my container. The container means that is a fixed container. See, now it is fixed container. The whatever the navigation width, like 1000 pixel or 1200 pixel, that is not a matter. That is depends on your media query. It will come from the Bootstrap classes. Okay, now the navigation, the entire the brand, navigation, right side, text boxes, buttons, everything is on the center. Just applying one class, that container. Okay, so like this you can change anytime from fixed to full screen to fixed content. Okay, let me check on the mobile. Is there any some changes happen? Yeah, the let me check on the Galaxy S5. Yes, there's no any change. The same look and feel. Okay, so the container will work in all devices. And in this screen, we have some little bit space on the left side and right side. The container and the content is placed in the center. Okay, so like this you can use the container class for making center layout. For the full screen, we can apply here, let's say fluid content. Fluid hyphen, you can say fluid container, nothing but like 100% of your layout. The total entire whatever the content you have inside the fluid container, that will expand automatically. It will be used 100% of your use. Still no. Okay, so like this you can change anytime your layout by applying just one class. Fluid container for the full screen, only container for fixed layout. Okay, so is it clear, Apurva?
Yeah.
Okay, so like this you can change the navigation like this. Not only navigation, any other content. Suppose if you see some carousel slider or some 2 columns, 3 columns layouts. Okay, for any placing that content. as I said, an HTML5 template. Okay, one section used for the content purpose, 3 columns. Okay, and one more section for the projects. Okay, for the project we placed 3 columns the same. Okay, but that requirement is different. Okay, like for that kind of requirement, if you have like a content related, text related, or any other specific related, you can apply the Bootstrap ready-made classes. Okay, so here mainly these are some navigation part and some layout like a fixed container and the fluid container. Okay, coming to the other styling in the Bootstrap. Okay, so the starting is, for example, navigation text, navigation links. Okay, and for the form related. Okay, for the tables related, images related. Okay, some other components, so for example like alert boxes. Okay, and button related, and some like progress bars, badges. Okay, for example list items. Okay, so these are all like content related style. Okay, and some modal box. Okay, these are all like content related CSS. Some CSS will apply by default with your HTML elements, and some of the classes we need to apply manually. So here if you see, here we applied some manual classes: navbar brand, my brand. Okay, navbar expand SM, navbar dark, my busy. So these are all user defined classes you need to apply. But by default, for the nav tag and the div tag, for anchor tag, and for button, some CSS is applied. So when you use any HTML tag, some basic CSS will apply, and for the functionality and some more look and feel and some other CSS will apply. We can apply the user defined classes, which comes from the Bootstrap CSS. Okay, it's like this, all like collapse, navbar collapse, here the navbar nav, margin auto. So these are all classes from the Bootstrap CSS. And my busy here, my custom busy, custom CSS, and my brand is my custom brand. Okay, and you can create your own styling and you can apply for the customization, right? And here I think suppose this navigation by default on the top. Okay, when scrolling the web page, okay, and that navigation should be fixed on the top. Okay, suppose if you want to fix the navigation on the top screen, when you scroll down also, okay, we have some ready-made class from the Bootstrap. So let me apply that fixed top, fixed top, fixed bottom, fixed top, like 2 classes. Now it is fixed on the top here, but we cannot see. If you have more content below the navigation, like we can scroll down so that the navigation will be fixed on the top. And the same time you have other class also, you can apply fixed bottom. Okay, fixed bottom here, 2 classes, fixed top and fixed bottom. See, it was came immediately on the bottom. It is fixed, it won't scroll even when you scroll up and down your web page. Okay, that navigation fixed on the bottom. Okay, and other CSS, other functionality also applied automatically when you apply the fixed bottom class. See here some changes happen here. When you click on the drop down, it should be changed, right? Automatically it shouldn't change. It should drop up, so still it is a drop down. So here when you apply the fixed bottom class, the navigation, the entire navigation placed on the bottom, and at the same time, the drop down also should be changed automatically. Let me check this one. Then it should be drop up, not drop down. Okay, because the still drop down means you cannot see the drop down information. Okay, so let me change the classes here. Where is the drop down? Yeah, this is here it is started. Now item, now drop down. Okay, so let me change the class here. Drop up. Let's change the class from drop down to drop up. Yes, now it is the drop down drop up navigation icons. So it's displaying above your fixed bottom navigation. Then only we can see, because the fixed bottom navigation fixed always on the bottom of the drop down we cannot see. Okay, by changing one class from drop down to drop up. Okay, because we have the classes drop down drop up class in the bootstrap. Okay, once you apply the relevant class, you can see all the information. Okay, and let me check on the mobile. Yeah, and also the mobile also the same looking with functionality. All this it also. See in the mobile again, it's drop down. Let's see when you click on the services, see the drop down is displayed. So automatically based on your media query, based on your screen size, okay, the navigation will be changed. Okay, so is it clear? Let me apply the drop down or drop up. Drop down, drop down, drop down class, and here you can say on the fixed top. Suppose if you see any website, the recent websites, okay, when you scrolling down, providing the content, accessing other information, the navigation will fix on the top of your screen. So when user wants jump to any other section or any other page, immediately you will go to the navigation and you will click on the navigation link. You will go to that page, that section. So for the immediate accessibility, okay, for the user experience, user friendliness, we are going to use these two classes, fixed top and fixed bottom. The fixed bottom is we are using very rarely, that is a different cases. Basically, most of the places we are using the fixed top navigation. Suppose if you see any website, let's say get bootstrap website is there, right? Yeah, now this is first on the top they place the navigation and the rest of content on below the navigation. Let me scroll down here. See, the navigation was fixed on the top. By scrolling to like up to bottom also. Okay, the fixed nav is fixed on the top. Like so, user can change. User can go from this any like documentation examples, icons, themes, and immediately you will go any section of any page. Okay, so here if there is no fixed top class, it will scroll on the your content the page also. Let me check the navigation here. Number brand fix fix column fix assembly road variant number header. Here they given some different way maybe. Navbar brand matching 0 in the 2 href bootstrap navbar scroll. No, in the nav tag itself they should give. Okay, anyhow they used like a header tag. Okay, but in the bootstrap example they given the nav tag and apply some navigation services. But here they use some header tag and applies navbar class navbar expand navbar dark flex column flex md row like this. Okay, here somewhere they use the fixed top, like applying the position in the position class I teach you about the position absolute position relative position fixed. Do you remember that, Purva?
Yes.
Okay, by applying only just position fixed top value 0 in any class. Okay, the navigation that element will be fixed on top of your screen. Okay, so these two values, these two declarations in your CSS class, the position absolute position fixed and the top value 0. Using these two lines, any class, that content will be fixed on your top and it will be fixed on the top of your screen. Okay, so like that somewhere they have mentioned in the where they use some different classes here. Okay, and even the header tag they used here. Okay, and some more classes they have mentioned the position fixed and the top chip. Okay, but in our example we can say the two classes fixed top and fixed bottom. Okay, like this. Okay, so is it clear, Purva? Anything, any
Yes.
doubts? Okay. Okay. Tomorrow, yesterday recording you got, right? Email you.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.